What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for joining me here once again tonight on this Thursday, August 23rd, 2022 for another metallic episode of Music of Destruction. Bringing you the best in metal related content on the only metal channel you fucking need, man. Unfiltered, passionate, raw, and uncensored the way it should fucking be. If you missed anything in the past week, click the eye. Bring down that menu in the upper right corner of the screen. You can get caught up on all the latest videos. I'd really appreciate it. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications so you don't miss anything when I post a new video. I want to welcome you guys once again to Top 15 Thursdays here on the channel for another awesome episode of this great series. I'll be doing a lot of videos like this in the future. Tonight, I'm doing my top 15 metal albums of 2007. We've entered the 2000s here, getting into the 10s right away. It's been a decent era. Some great bands doing stuff in the third wave of black metal, funeral doom, resurgence of thrash, sludge. You got sludge in there, and of course the traditional heavy metal resurgence. Awesome stuff. I really liked a lot of bands in this time period. Well, all right, let's just get into it. Coming in at number 15, we have Gris, It Was a Forest, released in 2007 on Sepulchral Productions. Canadian atmospheric depressive black metal band here. There's some great moments on this album. It's very, very cold and bleak and desolate and isolated and solitary, but also has the joy between depression and positivity, and you can certainly hear some of those more positive aspects in this, though I would say it's a lot more melancholic than it is upbeat and positive. But Gris have a great balance in their music like that, of death and life, and you can certainly feel that in the way it's composed and the ideology and all the different stuff on this album. It's pretty awesome. Gris, It Was a Forest gets number 15. Coming in at number 14, Czechian depressive black metal legend Trist with Mirroring Melancholy, released in 2007 independently. Now this would be the follow-up to Steiny, and I think he had another album this year. Trist is a very interesting band, one of the pioneers of depressive black metal. This is very cold and bleak and isolated, desolate, and extremely far out and away from the trendy crap of more modern bands. This is like one of the pioneering bands of the genre, and there's so much to offer here. Not just another Burzum clone or Zaster clone. This is very, very Czechian, and if you check it out, you'll know what I'm talking about, because he had a lot of elements of that Czechoslovakian black metal influence in here, and you can certainly feel that within this release. Number 14, Trist Mirroring Melancholy. Coming in at number 13, we have Profanatica with Profanatitas di Dominatia. I hope I didn't butcher that. Released in 2007 on Season of Mist Records, USA Black Death, or if you want bestial black metal. Very interesting release. Very occult, evil, dark, chaotic, fast, aggressive, and heavy, and sonically intense, and not going to take any fucking prisoners with this album. If you know Profanatica, then you know exactly what to expect from this. This is a good album. Number 13, Profanatica. Profanatitas di Dominatia gets number 13. Coming in at number 12, we have Japanese thrash metal band Fast Kill with Nuclear Thrashing Attack, released in 2007 on World Chaos Productions. What can I say? This is an extremely fast, straight to the throat thrash metal album, very political in nature and extremely poignant in the way the Japanese are conveying their rage and disgust for society here. 30-minute album, so it's pretty fast. In terms of duration, doesn't last very long, but what is here is substantial. Great songwriting, riffs, drum work, bass. You got amazing vocals and a great message from this band. Good stuff. Number 12, Fast Kill, Nuclear Thrashing Attack. Coming in at number 11, USA grindcore legends Insect Warfare with their only full-length release, World Extermination, released in 2007 on 625 Thrashcore Productions. This album reminds me of a modern Napalm Death, though I think this band is better than Napalm Death in some ways. This is extremely just fast, chaotic grindcore, straight to the fucking face of just blistering guitar work, speed. You got amazing drum work, bass, and of course those vocals and the poignant messages of these types of bands, along with the cover art, World Extermination. This is what it sounds like, the soundtrack to the extermination of mankind. 11, Insect Warfare, World Extermination. Coming in at number 10, we have Funeralium with their self-titled, released in 2007 on Total Rust Music, French funeral doom metal here. This is just straight up depressing misanthropic sickness, okay? There's nothing here that's going to be very positive or light-stricken, very dark, ominous, and cornered in its execution and everything that it's going for, what the messages are, and the cohesiveness of the drum work and all of the fantastic riffing. Just very under your skin stuff. It will ebb its way into your subconscious. Funeralium, self-titled, gets number 10. Coming in at number 9, Australian experimental death metal legends Portal with Outre, released in 2007. Of course, on Profound Lore Records. This is a very, very powerful Portal album, and I know all of Portal albums kind of follow a similar formula. This one is extremely out there, fucked up, psychotic, demented, chaotic, angry, and just very, very juxtaposing and jarring. There isn't much in terms of cohesiveness here, but the chaotic structuring of their music really makes them stand out from everybody else. That's one of the things I love about Portal, and Outre is no exception. It gets number 9. Coming in at number 8, Norwegian black metal legends Mayhem with Ordo ad Cheo, released in 2007 on Season of Mist Records. Norwegian black metal legends here. This was their like avant-garde atmospheric album that has a lot of dark ambient, but there is some black metal here. But a less than stellar release in some people's eyes. For Mayhem, I think this is kind of a middle-of-the-road album for them. It's not terrible, but it's not one of their masterpieces, but it sure as hell deserves a listen if you're a fan of Mayhem. And in 2007, the follow-up to Chimera, and of course before that was the Grand Declaration of War, I think this album holds its own in terms of exactly what it is. It was a different direction for Mayhem, and I appreciate it. Number 8, Mayhem, Ordo ad Cheo, or Cheo if you prefer. Coming in at number 7, Chinese depressive black metal band Be Persecuted with I.I or 1.1, released in 2007 on No Colors Records. If you saw my review of End Leaving, and I did a Metal Album Warfares of this album against End Leaving, very cold, misanthropic, depressive Chinese black metal. You can hear a lot of anguish and pain in this. It's very fragile and hopeless, and it sounds like it could all fall apart at any moment. That's the fragility of depressive black metal. There are some heavier, stronger parts to this, more aggressive parts, but a lot of it is very, very fragile and fragmented and dissonant and cold, and just sounds like it could all fucking fall to pieces. Be Persecuted, I.I or 1.1 if you prefer, gets number 7. Coming in at number 6, Australian black metal legend Streborg with Ghost Woodlands, released in 2007 on Displeased Records. Now this was before Sin Nana became garbage and started doing that fucking black wave shit. I don't know what the fuck he was smoking when he decided to go into that garbage, but this is before all that. This is when Sin Nana still had his integrity, and I really love this album. I also love Solitude, which was released the same year. I don't think Streborg has a bad album when he was black metal. I think he has some less than stellar albums. Maybe there was too much material in his repertoire that he was just putting out for the sake of putting out material. In some cases, Ghost Woodlands is not one of those cases. The atmosphere here is immaculate, and it's very cold, ghost-ridden, and solitary black metal. It'll make you feel like you're part of the fucking forest of the dead. It's awesome. Number 6, Streborg, Ghost Woodlands. Coming in at number 5, USA Gothic Doom Metal Legends Typo Negative with Dead Again, released in 2007 on Steamhammer Records. The final release that Typo Negative would see before the untimely passing of Peter Steele. Rest in peace. You are a legend, Peter Steele. You are a metal god, and you will be missed forever. This is one of their best albums, and what a way to kind of close out their discography. This is one of their best albums. This is a lot heavier than some of their other stuff, but it's very doom-ridden and very depressing and melancholic as well. But yeah, Typo Negative's Dead Again is awesome. It gets number 5. Coming in at number 4, USA Death Metal Legends, New York Death Metal Legends for a better word here. Immolation, Shadows in the Light, released in 2007 on Listenable Records. What a great album. Very in your face, very poignant, very promising, very emotional, and very well constructed in terms of the songwriting, the guitar work, the bass, the drums, the production, the vocals, the lyrics. This is on fucking point for Immolation. One of their stronger albums after they had kind of that that crappier period in the early 2000s, they come back with something like this. Now, I know Immolation doesn't have a bad album, okay, but they had some less than stellar releases in the 2000s that I wasn't a big fan of. However, this was a good comeback album for myself for Immolation. Shadows in the Light is awesome. It gets number 4. Coming in at number 3, Swedish misanthropic nihilistic black metal legends Avski with Mass Destruction, released in 2007 on Humanity's Plague Productions, exactly like the title of the album suggests. Destructive, nihilistic, minimalistic, filthy fucking misanthropic black metal bent on total destruction of humanity. That's what you get with this. It's not depressive black metal. It's very fast, chaotic, heavy, and blistering, but it has a strong atmosphere of just pure misanthropic fucking hatred and destruction. It is absolutely amazing. I've got to get some Avski. This is one of their best albums. This is their debut, and it's fucking awesome. It gets number 3. Coming in at number 2, Marduk with Rome 512, released in 2007 on Blood Dawn Productions. Swedish black metal legends here with Marduk. I mean, what more do I need to say? It's an amazing release. It's my favorite Marduk album. This was the second album to feature Mortus from Funeral Mist, and this is both blisteringly fast, heavy, dark, and cold, but also atmospheric, slower paced, and a lot more varied. And there's a lot more moods and emotions and ideologies being expressed on this album, and it's easily one of Marduk's best. Rome 512 gets number 2. Coming in at number 1, dark ambient drone band, the side project of Nathram from Silencer, Diagnose Lebensgefahr, which roughly translated means risk of death, released in 2007 on Autopsy Kitchen Records, later reissued in 2010 on, I can't remember the label, but I do have it. I'm trying to think of the label. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but this is an incredible release. Very dark, ambient. This is psychotic asylum music, okay? It's not going to be something that is going to be for everybody, okay? So if you know Natram and you know Silencer, then hopefully you know what you're getting into with this album. I believe it's Infinite Fog that did this release in 2011. Don't quote me on that. I think it's Infinite Fog, but without going and getting the CD, I don't quite remember. But yeah, Diagnose Lebensgefahr, Risk of Death gets number 1 with Transformalin. Great album. Awesome stuff. All right, there you guys have it. Another top 50 in the books here on Music of Destruction. Hope you enjoyed the premiere. If you're new, subscribe and turn on that bell for all notifications. I would really appreciate it. Merchandise, links in the description for that. Just go to the home page and hit the store tab. You can check all that out. New merch going up soon. Thank you, Janelle. You can join the channel to become an MOD Elite. Get awesome perks at $4.99 per month. Hit the join button. Get access to exclusive content, review requests within reason, band interviews and promotions if you have a band, collaborations, and I'll help you with your metal YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great night. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share the video. We'll see you for Metal Album Warfare Fridays. Hails.